think we might actually be seeing the Ken instead. I don't think that's going to be changing very much in this specific matchup either. But if it's the Ryu that he just, oh no, you're right, it
Yeah.
is Ryu.
No, for sure. It's just a weird matchup for Pharaoh, I think. It's also that issue, right, of Synnister also playing fairly defensive against Pharaoh, who has been struggling to really find a way to play slow. And I mean, can you blame him when he's hitting combos like this, getting a bunch of up airs, playing up to his type of pace? Synnister trying to sit back and play at his. I mean, it really is just a matter of who can get their hits first, who can get this first stock, especially because it really does, help the, one of each other to not only set the pace, but also, get some free damage off. No double jump. He is out to almost cheesing Pharaoh stock right there.
Alrighty, yeah, especially with that Tatsu coming out from Synnister. Now having Pharaoh off stage yet again, the egg lays coming out from Pharaoh. The Nair down over the upper platform, instead going to get tripped up by Synnister. The down B in order to jump straight to the ledge. Coming right back to the center, Synnister going to be sitting in shield against this up air from Pharaoh. Pharaoh trying to go for the up tilts for a bit, and now back to the center of the stage. Not going to be Synnister's stock to take just yet. The pummel, and then actually Pharaoh able to mash out of it, but not without full rage for himself. Down throw, not enough to take it just yet. However, that is instead going to be the first stock of the game, going to Synnister.
And I like the idea that Synnister actually opted just to go for the pummel, not only for damage, but also just to send Pharaoh off stage and maybe get like a back air or something to counteract that double jump armor that Pharaoh would have with Yoshi. So it was a very smart idea, and Pharaoh now struggling to find a kill option of his own, finally gets that up air and brings it fairly even on the second stop.
Yeah, great for Pharaoh to be able to take that stock so quickly, especially with full rage on the board for Synnister. Now being gone, upper platform able to extend that combo thanks to the Hadouken. Coming right back over this upper platform yet again, the down air from Pharaoh. The Hadouken off stage from Synnister. Coming right back to the platform with the egg lay, able to come back into the center of the stage under this upper platform. Going for these down tilts against him, and no stock just yet, but at 139%, this Tatsu not able to take it just yet, but these up airs coming out from Pharaoh, no down air just yet, another up air, and then instead it is going to be Synnister who's able to reverse the Nair way off stage. He's still able to recover though. Coming right back in with yet another Nair, the up tilt, and it is not going to be Synnister's stock just yet, but at nearly 200%. Anything could take it, realistically.
Ooh, and that ult smash is going to take it for Pharaoh as well. But I can admire the fact that Pharaoh is actually counteracting a lot of these strong moves with double jump armor. He's at such a high percent to the point where he understands that he might die to some stuff, but why not just go for the double jump armor? Why not disrupt a lot of these different combos, these kills that Synnister could go for? Granted, he gets it that time with, I believe, an up smash, or even a Tatsu, but Pharaoh sitting kind of okay, but the moment you play in the air, you play, or you let Synnister get an aerial off, it's over. I think that's something that Pharaoh needs to keep in mind, is the fact that Synnister, when he's jumping, especially when he's going in, you best believe he's going for an aerial. Pharaoh looking for the down air, doesn't get it, gets the back air and sends Synnister off stage one more time, looking for the forward air, doesn't get it, and an amazing back air from Synnister to be able to counteract, and both these guys just going back and forth, coast to coast on each of these ledges, trying to catch a roll. Pharaoh looking for his coveted up tilt into the up air, doesn't get it. Synnister playing so patiently, playing so well, trying to bait out a roll, but it does not matter, and that back air going to take game number one, and we are going to bring it back. Pharaoh tells a bit pressed about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Just the way that Synnister was really able to play as patiently as he could off stage, knowing that Pharaoh was looking for any opportunity to go for a fair spike that he could. But Synnister, I like that he didn't take any of his stocks yet with the Shoryu. He was really reliant on, like you saw, there was the F smash, he was able to get an up air, but nothing with the Shoryu just yet. So it looks like he just didn't need it yet. But
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure. He's either like it's either he's saving that as like a mix up, or maybe double jump armor might like allow Pharaoh to escape, and that actually puts
Mhm.
Synnister in a worse position than if he went for a regular Tatsu, a back air of some sorts. But yeah, no, it looks like he definitely didn't need it, and if he keeps this up, I don't think he really does require to kill with a Shoryuken. So very good points right there as we start game number 2, and it's looking fairly similar to what we had. And there you go, just mixing it up. I forgot that we're not playing Ken, so it does not matter. It's a strong hit. So yeah, no, you were definitely right about that.
Absolutely, he was waiting for just the right moment, able to get a good amount of damage off of the Hadouken. The Pharaoh able to land no nair off yet. No nair off just yet. However, the down throw from Synnister able to put a good bit amount of more damage. No F smash for Pharaoh as he waited for it. But able to come back, not able to get the grab just yet. And then hanging on the ledge for a little bit. No rapid jab for Synnister as Pharaoh was able to sort of dodge in order, or not dodge rather, but crouch in order to avoid it. Coming right back and no edge guard, however, trying to go for this egg lane. No up air either for Pharaoh. Really precarious position for Synnister to be in. Able to run away from the Hadouken, but not from the second one. Back to the center of the stage, resetting a bit more neutral. The down tilt into the Tatsu is going to take another stock for Synnister with 3-1 over Pharaoh.
Yeah, it's not looking too hot, just allowing for that Shokudetsu to pass by. And these fast fall neutral air dodges just have been so helpful for Synnister as he's trying to find his way back onto the stage. An amazing F smash from Pharaoh right there, just waiting for Synnister to just drop his guard and bang, gets the stock off. But a very, very difficult position to be in for any player, let alone Pharaoh right now.
It looks as though he's
never
going to
mind.
be taking that stock pretty quickly. Yeah, the second that he was able to get those up air strings going, I was like, I don't know. I think that might be it for the stock. The focus, though, coming out for Synnister, finding himself off stage thanks to the Nair. Pharaoh not going to be able to get that fair spike, but coming right back and sitting in shield for a bit, going to be sending Pharaoh even farther to the other side of the stage. Able to go, it's a really lag. A whole lot of rolls coming out. And a fair coming out from Pharaoh, able to air dodge onto the upper platform. Lots more fairs coming out instead, going to try to prolong that with the Tatsu, but it is going to be the Nair coming out from Pharaoh to disrupt it instead. Coming back with a Nair of his own to the center of the stage. A Nair out of shield again for Pharaoh as he's trying to prolong this damage as much as possible. Being on his final stock, he needs to get something going against Synnister now. Under this upper platform, a Nair not going to be able to get much off stage. He is in the egg, able to recover though, and now no up for him instead, but that is going to be Synnister's game to take after being in disadvantage for so long, able to reverse the situation like that. What a beautiful stock from Synnister.
And I can sense some desperation coming out from Pharaoh, especially with these forwarders. Like, he's hoping that Synnister eventually goes for this jump get up or tries to recover high with a Tatsumaki, and it's just not really happening. Synnister kind of allowed to get back on the stage sometimes. I mean, Pharaoh's been doing a good job at, sending Synnister off stage. You saw that he tried to go for that get up attack to try and read Synnister's dash and even clip Synnister, force him into a tech position because the fist actually goes up under that stage. So it was a good awareness from Pharaoh. Just the execution just wasn't there. But right now we can see Pharaoh going for these up airs, stuff that you just expect Pharaoh to hit every single time. Gets a forward air, sends Synnister off stage into the blast zone with that neutral air. And Pharaoh on a very, very strong start right now in this game number 3. He desperately needed to find a stock as early as that.
Yeah, you're right, Jellyfish. Especially being down 2-0 against Synnister, this potentially being the final game of the set, Pharaoh needs to be able to take it back right now, trying to put a bit more damage onto Synnister, but it is going to be the Shoryuken taking the stock pretty quickly from Pharaoh. The Nair's off stage though, and a fair, not going to get the second one while Synnister was off stage. The Nair coming right back in, not going to get any of the damage prolonged off of the Hadouken focus online right now for Synnister, going underneath this upper platform as Pharaoh rather opts to sit in shield, trying to go for the back air and instead rolling through the Hadouken. No down tilt for her Pharaoh just yet, but going to get hit by yet another Hadouken, finding himself off stage. The egg lay coming out, the fair into the up air is going to be taking that stock for Pharaoh.
Yeah, definitely something he was looking for, but doesn't get the strong Shoryuken right there. Doesn't have double. No, he does a double jump. But able to come back on the stage. Almost dying there because of that down tilt. Pharaoh showing his composure, not air dodging, especially after getting hit. Synnister, though, opts to go for an air dodge and even a Tatsumaki to try and come back. An amazing egg lay. Can Pharaoh find a setup? No, goes for the down air, but misses it. And a humble back throw just to send Pharaoh off stage once again. Synnister trying to go for these very good back there. Trying to go for like a lot of forward air and even F tilt on this ledge to try and catch a jump from Pharaoh. So like I can commend Synnister for going for these ledge traps, but you're not ledge trapping in the middle of the stage when Pharaoh's got you in the air and an up air to take that stock and finally put Pharaoh on the board in 2-1 fashion. But this could be like what we saw against Delta Force, right? Where he gets this win. Sinister's been playing very well. Pharaoh plays well in the third game, but it could all just capitulate in a matter of seconds because Ryu's very explosive in this game. And granted, Yoshi is very similar in that aspect, but I think Sinister's been more clinical in these close quarters combat, scenarios where he just gets one hit off into a Shoryuken, into a Tatsumaki. So it's very scary for Pharaoh, especially, when you have two more games really to bring this back, a reverse 3-0 for that matter.
Absolutely, he just has a whole lot of ground to cover. The down air is going to be helping him along that path, going to be drawing first blood, and with barely any damage on him, he has a whole lot of time and patience that he can use to his advantage, finding himself off stage pretty quickly, jumping high in order to avoid the Hadouken, coming right back to the center of the stage, going back into the Pokeball, and actually going to get grabbed over it. Underneath these platforms, going to come right back off stage instead, the egg lay, and then no stock just yet for Synnister as he opts to go for the shield break instead, charging the F smash, and that is going to be Synnister's stock.
Yeah, Pharaoh was looking for that down air setup the entire time and then just couldn't capitalize on that insane lead that he had. Gets the fair into the forward smash. Can he find the stock potentially? Does it Synnister off stage? Gets the forward air after that pipe with the egg. Pharaoh not letting Synnister breathe for a second. And this could be the turning point of the set. Should Pharaoh take this game? But we're seeing shades of what happened in that first stock, right? Pharaoh gets a lead, gets a 0 to that almost for that matter, and just lets it go to waste essentially. Gets these dash attacks, finally chipping away at this percentage. But Sinister's just at such a low percentage, it just doesn't seem like it's helping Pharaoh at all, and he gets hit with the Shoryuken. God, if I'm Pharaoh, I'm going to be a little bit mad with how I was playing so well to get those early stocks, not get anything.
Yeah, just up tilting against Synnister's shield. Pharaoh not able to make anything off of it. The Nair going to be coming out for him, but he's not really able to prolong any of this combo. Coming right back underneath Synnister's shield. No fair for him though. The Nair trying to get the upper, but the focus coming out from Synnister in order to save himself. Coming over the Nair and then going to be sent off stage for a bit. No shield break just yet, but it is going to be Pharaoh's to take instead. Synnister wanted that so badly, and instead it was Pharaoh who was able to get the shield break into the F smash, taking game number 4.
One of the best examples of anything you can do as well. Pharaoh showing that he's not that Synnister's not the only character in this game, in this set, that has a shield break option. And what an insane last stock where he almost gets that. And Synnister, unfortunately, dying due to a shield break. But an eye for an eye, as you say, and we're going on to small battlefield now.
Alrighty, small battlefield, going to give us a whole lot less room in order to get a whole lot of these combos for both of these characters. Down air coming out from Pharaoh, trying to put some shield pressure onto Synnister, but not enough just yet. Coming right back to the center of the stage, another down air from the upper platform. No up air string just yet, but a decent amount of damage that he's trying to put onto Synnister. Off stage, recovering with the Tatsu, and now trying to look for his opening yet again over Pharaoh's shield. Down airs coming out, coming right back to this upper platform. We are getting a good bit of neutral. The Tatsu going to be prolonging that combo. Egg lay coming out from Pharaoh. Big fair as well, as we are able to reset.
Sorry, I literally saw a shield break in the future and it just didn't come out, but I felt it. Nonetheless, Pharaoh basically gonna avoid that. Gets a second least of life, not for too long. Never mind, still gets it.
Yeah, no stock just yet. Big back air coming out as well. No fair either, but Synnister opting to find shelter on this upper platform. Coming right back down underneath. No shield pressure yet, and the up air not enough to take the stock. However, trying to land, and unfortunately, it is going to be Pharaoh taking the first stock of game number 5. But it doesn't even matter. Synnister able to take it back in pretty quick succession.
Yeah, and if it just hasn't really, if this hasn't shown you what this set kind of means, it's just been a back and forth between both of these guys. It's just the story of how it has been occurring. Pharaoh trying to find all these aerial approaches. Synnister likewise trying to go for these approaching nairs, trying to see if Pharaoh's just going to run in, maybe sit in shield for a little bit, get some shield breaks, do a lot of pressure on the shield. Remember, Yoshi is a character that can't get his shield diminished when he gets hit. He's actually stuck in that shield, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's really bad. And with that, that shield break, granted that just happens to everyone, but still something that Pharaoh needs to be careful about, especially when he relies on it a little bit much and goes for the egg roll shield break himself. Not gonna find it. These jabs, very smart from Pharaoh to just play these footsies, play some boxing with that jab as well. Understanding Synnister, looking for jab, Shoryuken.
Absolutely, trying to put some more damage onto Pharaoh's shield. Instead, Pharaoh trying to go for these up tilts against Synnister's shield. No shield break, but finding himself pretty far in disadvantage. The nair over the Tatsu, not enough to make it back, and that is Synnister's stock gone. Pharaoh at a pretty high percentage. It would be easy for Synnister to take his stock just in that nature of Shoryuken coming out in order to bring us right back down to an even game. Down airs coming out from Pharaoh, the up tilt into up air, going to be putting a good bit of damage onto Synnister, trying to prolong this combo as much as possible.
Oh my god!
Up air, going to bring us to a reverse 3-0 for Pharaoh, closing out game number 5 over Synnister.
Hey, that's top 150 in Lumia rank. Top 150 in the world right there, showing exactly why you can't count him out. Pharaoh showing why he's the first seed as well. And what a string to end off such a strong comeback from Pharaoh, where he looked like he was down and out. I mean, Synnister was just playing super well, in what's it called, in neutral, in defense, trying to catch Pharaoh running in sometimes, playing unsafe. But Pharaoh getting the stocks when he needed it the most at the second half of the set. And it's just going to bring that home and is going to fight Yeast. And I'm not going to lie, Pharaoh has been having Yeast number for a long time. I'm fairly sure in the last 20 sets or so that they've played, Yeast has not won a single set against Pharaoh. So it could be the same story in Fusion, or this could be the day that Yeast finally breaks that record.
Alrighty, I'm actually tempted to look that up on Super Major right now.
It's a good amount of sets, if I'm not mistaken. It might be 20, it might be less, but definitely fact check me on that. I know I was talking to Pharaoh about it.
All right, let's look under the head-to-heads, specifically against Pharaoh. Ouch. Okay, so it looks like Yeast only has a 19% win rate against Pharaoh.
Yeah.
That is 6 games won to Pharaoh's 25-1.
Yeah, that's insane. And it's like they've played a lot too, so it's like I think Yeast definitely has some things to work on. Let's see if he
can kind of put that to work in this next set against Pharaoh. But you know, if Pharaoh could just keep the momentum, keep the form that he has had on Yeast, this could be a quick route to loser side grand finals where he gets his run back on Delta Force, and you know for a fact that Pharaoh wants it.
Yeah, so actually, you were slightly wrong because it was 3 games ago, or 3 sets ago rather, that Yeast won
Oh.
over Pharaoh. And it was a game 5 set, so it was pretty close. This was at Shore Let's Smash
Right,
on
right.
August 13th. That was the last time that Yeast was able to beat Pharaoh. But yeah, like, it's not very close if you look at their head-to-heads. And that's not a strike against Yeast.
Mhm.
Everyone has their bracket demons, and his just seems to be Pharaoh. But this set is going to be a chance for him to go head to head against Pharaoh yet again, possibly with a clear head on his shoulders, able to try to find this set wherever he can.
Yeah, no, for sure. And these guys have always gone Battlefield. I don't think I've seen a time where they've gone PS2. This might be the change that you know could occur, but every single time I've seen them play, you know, a jackpot, even